Hi everyone, this is Bella from Unlock Your Design, and I'm going to do the horoscope, the Gene Key horoscope for November 30. And what we want to look at, definitely sun and moon, and then we're also going to look at the Gene Key chart to kind of see what is the energy and how can we use it. So here we still have the sun in Gene Key 9 in Sagittarius, which is the fire sign, and we have the moon going from Aquarius into Pisces. And the moon in Pisces, it's definitely about intuition, it's about emotions, it's about poetry, I would say. And I feel as well it's about dreams. And I think I mentioned that even yesterday. There's something here we can get insight from dreams and where our intuition is going to want to speak to us. There's also a tendency with all this emotional energy, the moon being emotional in itself, and then Pisces being emotional, maybe to feel into, where is it that we still are kind of feeling like a victim? Where is it where we still feel weak? Where is it that we still doubt? Where is it where we still feel dishonor? Like looking at some of these lower emotional frequencies. And you can see as well that all these gene keys, or not the 63, but the other ones, are actually in the emotional center. So definitely there is a possibility here to feel into the emotional world. And instead of drowning in it, it's asking us to actually, I would say, feel into freedom, feel into tenderness, feel into grace and those higher frequencies. So working the emotional center more by observing than just kind of acting and reacting. That's always the remedy that we see with the emotions, to wait for emotional clarity. And that's really how the wisdom of the emotional center of our emotions can come through. So that's the astrological chart. And here we're going to bring up the Gene Key chart, which is amazing how the genetic matrix is allowing us to just go between charts in this way. So when we look at the 30th of November, we have a 3-5 profile day, what you see here. So a lot of dynamism. And again, using that sacral energy of the 9 in a way that is efficient, that don't have us just go around in circle, maybe around details, but actually that first step of whatever endeavor, we want to put our energy there, because once we have that first step, that's the direction, that's the motion. And it's important the intent with that first step. And it's important also that we can identify with whatever it is that we do. If we can't identify with it, if you don't feel enthusiastic, then it can be hard to mobilize that energy. And we're still in this grounding. It's important with who's around us, the grounding of the channel of community, who's around us. Do we have resolve with these people? Do we feel like there is equality with these people? Community and the support that you have in community is going to be highlighted, and it's going to help you as well to ground. And you might want to ask yourself too, do I feel like I have an impact? Do I feel like people listen to me in my family, in my community? And there is something when it comes to relationship that we can look at. Where do I compromise? Where do I not use this life force in a way that's actually constructive for me? And we have a similar thing as we had Monday and Tuesday. We still have the core wound opportunity here to work with our denial, where we don't dare to mirror in the other, or where we don't feel like we have a mirror in the other. It's to actually go a bit beyond that and allow the other to be our mirror, so we can learn more about ourselves. And the last thing I'll say here is that there is this kind of Eden loop possibility or risk between the IQ and the EQ. So we have programming partners, the 26th and the 45. What are programming partners? They are opposites on the wheel. So when you have 45 in your activation sequence or in your nodes, you're also going to have the 26th, because they're going to be programming partners in the activation sequence, 2 pairs of programming partners. The same thing in the nodes. You're going to always have the programming partners. And when they're together, they kind of complete. They're mirror opposites. They're opposites on the wheel. So they kind of complete each other. And in the low frequency, they can feel like they keep you stuck. And the main thing here, I would say, is this victim mentality around money. So lack or poverty consciousness. It's definitely something that our mind, we can be triggered emotionally, and then our mind, kind of like a dog that just barks and can't stop, kind of tugging on it. That's a risk that's there. And even with the third line, you know, it's kind of the martyr as well. So there is something there where you can feel like, oh, I always compromise and I never have enough, even if I'm doing so much. There's definitely something here, but it's good in the sense because it's asking you to find your dynamism and what is it that you want to experiment with in your life? What is it in your life that you do have energy for? What is it that your heart beats for? What is it that you have a pulse for? And then as you feel into that, it's telling you that whatever message you have for the world is going to be welcome. It's going to be heard, as well as long as you're using your life force in a way that isn't a compromise. You are actually going to be able to unlock anything. The 14-2 is the keeper of the keys. So the keys to unlock anything. The 26 and the 44 is that channel of the transmitter. So you're going to be able to have your voice heard, your message being received on the other side. And again, we're asked to include the heart, be committed, be wholehearted in what we do. So this is the energy of Wednesday, November 30th. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much.